Okay, so what's next? Well, obviously there are no doors on the truck. There's no truck bed and no bonnet. These are bits I can't do yet until we've done some other things. A buddy of mine's coming on Monday, and he's just going to go through the electronics. He's going to wire in that electric power steering pump into the system, and he's going to just tidy it all up a bit and make it a bit nicer from when I originally did it. I'm going to go through it all. He's a good guy. And then once that's done, I can put the bonnet back on and the doors back on. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with the back. Now the bed's raised a little bit, which is just going to need a few little mods to that, and that'll probably happen a bit later. I've got to the point now with it where it's, the good news is only taking up one parking space, which means I can push it into the corner and forget about it and crack on with some work. Yeah, watch this space. Okay, today in the truck, wiring day. Here we have the man in the cab. So we've been just tidying up all my messy wiring, making it all pretty.
Trying to work away for it.
And put a big battery terminal up there somewhere, tucked away, all looking nice. Tidying it all up, ready for the first fire up since a little while ago. Hopefully we'll have her back on the floor in a minute and we can fire up. Quick update. The truck back on our wheels. We had on the battery a huge bundle of wires all heading to the positive terminal. They've tidied that up, put one big fat cable. So instead of a load of wires, we've just got one nice big positive terminal on the battery, and then up there a little distributor board, so the main live comes in there and then it heads off to all the various places it needs to go. Also, while they're at it, they've just tidied up a load of loom work. Tidied all the main loom. Wired up the electric power steering pump. And just made everything pretty, really. That's what they do. I'll put a link in my bio about them. You can go and check them out.
cold as fuck.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, I've got my friend here as an extra pair of hands, Gavisconi, and we're going to stick the wings back on and the bonnet back on, stuff that needs two pairs of hands. Right then, let's see if this bonnet shuts. After everything's been on and off. Like a glove. And doors, come on look. We've got the doors on. Stupidly heavy. All line up perfect, which means the body didn't twist and everything's sat lovely. So that's it really. We can't really drive it because it's got no exhaust. So I'm going to take it over to my buddy car shop and get the exhaust fixed. So yeah, until then, see you later. Good morning. How are we doing? So as you can see, there is no truck in the workshop. Happy days. So it's just outside. I'm about to get ready to head over to Carl's workshop, who is the guy who built the stainless exhaust for it and helped me with the chassis. So I'm just getting everything I need. I've just been checking over everything, checking it's got all its fluids and waters. One more important thing I need, I'm just searching for now. Here they are. Ear defenders. It's got no exhaust. It is ridiculously loud. I need to get fuel on the way. There is a petrol station on the way. I'm a bit concerned. I put like 5 litres in it maybe. Not quite sure, maybe a bit more. We've moved it a few times. We made that little video the other day. I'm hoping I'm going to make it. It's literally down the road. But I've got another car to go get fuel, so I'm just going to have to hopefully be alright. I'm sure it'll be fine. So, yeah. Let's go. Exhaust bits in the back. Car wants ahead. Dropping that off. Right then. Always a bit nerve-wracking when it's your first drive, when you put everything back together. Pound and a hole.
Woo!
show you what I'm going to be putting in the truck. So I've dropped the truck off over at Carl's to modify the exhaust to clear that cross member, because our engine and pinion angle has changed a bit. So he's working on that. While we were there, we realised how close the exhaust was to the brake booster and the master cylinder and the fuel pump, and it's all really tight. So I want to deal with the heat issues a little bit. I used to get a little bit of brake fade. I think that's because the master cylinder was getting a bit warm. So I have been online. I found a company called Funk Motorsports Heat Management Specialists. Now they do a whole range of products online, from this stuff I'm going to show you now, which is a little bit like the factory aluminium sheeting you see under cars, to exhaust wraps and tapes and all bits and bobs. It's pretty expensive stuff. This wasn't cheap, but I wanted to do it once and I want to do it right, like everything else. And it's a product I've not really played with too much. In the camper world, we do a lot of sound deadening installation with some fallback stuff, but not so much sort of direct heat management things. So I thought I'd open a few things and show you what it looks like. First thing up, this is for the fuel lines to go through. It's essentially a big sleeve sewn together, made of glass fibre with a foil backing. Just stop the heat lines, fuel lines getting too hot, because they run pretty close. Exhaust wrap. Now this has been around for donkeys, this stuff. I've always used the cheapo eBay stuff, which is like 15 quid for a roll. And it's alright, you know, it does tend to break down a bit, the glass fibre, and shred a little bit, but it's really cheap. So this time, I want you to say I was doing it right, so I thought I'd order the good stuff, and it is a lot more money. It's like 50 quid a roll. Titanium mix exhaust wrap. Hopefully I'm not just paying the extra money for no reason. Hopefully it's actually a better product. We'll find out. I'll stick it on. We'll see what it looks like. It looks nicely made. So yeah, we'll see. I might do a little test with a heat gun. And then I've got a little bit of. I'm actually going to put this around the booster as well as the thermo mat. Gold stick-on tape. You wouldn't think it would do anything, but you know, I've seen the little YouTube video where they've got a heat gun on it and they show you what it does, so we'll see. That might just be a complete gimmick. So in here is the main thing I really want to get. Right, we're in. So this is the kind of stuff you see on factory car. You look under a floor pan on a factory car, modern stuff. This is the kind of stuff they use. It's aluminium based, and it's essentially a piece of aluminium, two pieces of aluminium with some fiberglass squeezed inside it. Now, chat to the suppliers of this stuff. They say I can cut it, rebend it, rivet it. Because I've got this square, but my chassis rail is long and thin. So I'm essentially going to be cutting it in half and bonding it together and riveting and sealing it back together, folding all the edges nicely and making it fit on that chassis rail lovely. And then it's going to be attached to that, screwed up, so you can remove it if you have to access the electrics. Right, let's get over to Carl's place and fit all this lovely expensive stuff.
Just do it. See you later.
And here's the truck at my buddy's place, Rivo's Hub. It's got a YouTube channel. I'll put the link in the bio below. Check him out. He's going to be selling trucks and he's got a little coffee shop all going ahead. So that's her pretty much buttoned up. There's a few little jobs left to do, which I'll get around to doing, but she's running and driving now, so we can use her. Now the truck is possibly going up for sale. I could do with the money for another project coming along, something big. So if the price is right, it will be. It could be yours. Get in contact. That's pretty much it on the truck. Hope you enjoyed the little series. Like it and share it, please. Cheers.